Well, good morning. I'm Aaron Bowman, W4ARB, and I'm a CW operator. I love to operate CW in the field and share it with you here on YouTube, so thank you for joining this morning, and I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be doing a Parks on the Air activation here in Tuskegee National Forest in Tuskegee, Alabama. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to set up pretty simple today. Band conditions, according to the numbers, don't appear too bad, so I think we should be all right. I'm going to use the Alex loop because it is by far the easiest and fastest antenna to set up that I own. So I'm going to get my tripod out here, pull all the legs down, glad you chose to watch. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is just coming up over the horizon. It's not quite sunrise time yet, don't think. Might be getting close. So we're going to stick this tripod right back here. Alrighty. Get out the rest of this antenna. Now, I know this is an expensive antenna, but I really like it. Now, if you ask me, is it worth it? I don't know. I think that depends on if you can afford it and if you enjoy building things. If you enjoy building things and have the knowledge, by all means, build a mag loop. They're very simple devices, but I think that if you build it really well and it's easy to tune with like reduction gearing and things like that, then it'll be a lot more pleasant to actually get on the air with. And the Alex loop offers that. But if you've got the know-how, don't spend the money on Alex loop or a commercially made one. Personally, I can't build things. I'm not that good at that part, so I don't do it. I enjoy the operating side of ham radio. I know there's a lot of people that enjoy the building side, the making side. That's not me. I enjoy the operating side. I like experimenting, but not so much the making. I would much rather buy something that's already ready to go. So here you can see I'm just attaching the loop to the pole. Now I'm taking the coax end down over here. And then we're going to put it on the tripod. And the antenna will be set up. Beauty of mag loops. It doesn't get much simpler than setting up a mag loop. Don't anybody tell you they don't work. They do. They work really well actually for what they are. Now they're not going to outperform, a 17-foot vertical, but it'll hold its own. Alright, just going to slide this over the end of the tripod. I like to tuck this coax back behind this screw here on the tripod. And we're ready to go. That's it. The Alex loop is set up. Alright, next we're going to set up the radio. We'll get on the air, see if we can make some contacts. And the radio I'm using this morning is my very favorite Icom IC705. Imagine that. Now, this is definitely not a gear review channel, if you didn't notice. I use the same things over and over again because they're what I like. Alright, I'm going to be using the modern Morse CW paddle again. Pretty much the only key I've been using lately. I just like it. That cable out. And logbook. That's really it. Plug in my key. Hook up the antenna. And I'll log to a nice blank page here. And then we're going to go ahead and tune this antenna here in just a second. With the Alex loop is one of the easiest things to do. Today is the 24th. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll start on. Oops. We're going to probably start on 40 meters this morning. Here. It's already tuned for 40 meters, but let's just retune it and make sure. So all I got to do on the Alex loop is there's this big capacitor knob here. There's a band mark right here. I know you can't see it. That says 40. So I'm just going to turn it in that 40 until the noise comes up on the radio. Let me turn this volume up so you can hear it. Hear that noise come up? Now, I'm going to tap my key a few times. Alright, that's got me at about a 1.5 to 1. So just to show you, if I go to my meter here on the radio, SWR, right at 1.5 to 1. See if I can get it a little bit lower. Yep. There you go, 1.3 to 1. That's going to do. So that is all there is to tuning the Alex loop. You see why I love it. Setting it up and tuning it could not be easier, to be honest. Really couldn't. Turn off my preamp. I'm going to start around 7.063. Alright, got everything ready to go there, so let me get my spot ready to put in. We'll be on the air here in just a moment. Alright, got my spot ready to put into the POTA website and ready to rock and roll. So let's call QRL just to make sure the frequency is indeed free, though I've been sitting here for a minute, haven't heard a thing, so pretty safe to say that it is. Try to see if I can get it where you can see the screen a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do too well at that. There's a little bit of a glare on it, so sorry about that, but we'll go with it. Speed I'm at 21 words a minute, so in case you're wondering. All right. Start calling CQ. Hit submit on this spot. Right now it's 11:46 UTC. In case you're curious, the Alex loop is a directional antenna, so I have it facing this way and this way, which is basically northeast southwest. Mostly because this time of morning, most of my contacts are going to come from the northeast. So I like to point it towards where I expect most of my contacts will come from. A sip of coffee here. Man, this is my ideal way to start a morning right here. QSB. One in the log. That's going to be Virginia. K4SP. One of my most loyal hunters, actually. Thanks for the contact. Another Missouri. All right, 3 in the log. N0TOP K4SP WI5D. Thanks for the contact. All right, that's 5 in the log. So AE4XO and W4SK for those last two. And the sun's all pretty and orange coming up over there. I heard somebody down there. Man, these horseflies are driving me crazy over here this morning. Really 599. Another Georgia. Alright, so those last two, that was KO4WHX, and the last one there was N4DXS. Both Georgias. So the Alex loop, you'll hear folks say that it's not very good on 40 meters. Nice little run there. So those were WJ5K, KN1R, W4GSS, KD5REW, N9FZ, Kane, who decided he wanted to try to rad chew with me, KG5SSB, K9VIC. Kanan is a friend of mine. I always invite him to troll me while I'm activating, so I certainly don't mind. Sometimes he'll hunt me at 35 words a minute. Sometimes he'll try to rag chew. I heard someone there. I was yapping, so I didn't catch what that letter was. Maybe a J. His name is Bert. Let's see. KJ. Yep, Bert. Here's somebody down there. Maybe they'll come up here in just a second. Try one more time. I think I may have lost you to QSB there. Yeah, I think I lost him to QSB. K2JVB, I think, is in New York. Yeah. It's a pretty long haul for 40 meters at this time. Oh, wow. man. Good to get you in the log. In Idaho. Friend Steven there. Appreciate the contact. Didn't expect a Idaho contact on 40 meters this morning. It's a pretty long haul too. So folks say the Alex loop isn't a good antenna on 40. Sure, it's a compromise antenna on 40, no doubt. Make some contacts though. Yeah, maybe not the best, most efficient 40 meter antenna for sure, but it does work. Of course, it works a lot better for CW and digital than it would for sideband. Alright, I think we're going to QSY to 30 meters. Nothing heard there, so let's go to 30. Start probably 10.108. 10.108. Just scroll through the POTA spots. Make sure I'm not stepping on anybody if I can see them. Yep, good to go. Alright, so let's turn this knob again until the noise comes up. Alright, noise came up. Now let's push the key a few times and tune it. Tripod slid. And I can't see my meter from there. There we go. Right on the money, 1 to 1. Okay. You see why I love that antenna, man. It doesn't get much easier than that. I'm going to turn this preamp off. Sometimes I use the preamp, sometimes I don't on 40 and 30. Last time I activated, I actually did use it on 30 meters. On 40 meters, I mean. I was using the Alex loop day before yesterday. It was just really quiet, so I turned the preamp on. I was tuning up here just a second ago, so give them a chance to tell me they want this frequency if they want. They don't much care. Okay, they must not. So let's do it. Let's see, it's 7:11 right now. Probably gonna stay on the air till around 7:30. Then I gotta go. It's a work day. That's why I like to activate early mornings. It's because it's a good free time. Nobody else needs anything. Alright, it's already KD8IE, N0TOP, WD8DSB, and KN8C. Ah, gotcha. A little weak, but I got you. Know that call anywhere. Ah, I got it. Oops, QSB there. Alright, so that was KC1FUU, KQ4CW, KU8T, K4SP, and last that was KB9RPG. A good number of calls in the book this morning. 9 so far on 30 meters. That's 10 on 30 meters. So I'm at 26 total right now. Love to get 4 more before I pack up. I love to hit an even 10, see if I can get 30. I need to get me a bar stool height, like stool, for out here. Because I'm sitting in my little Coleman chair right now, which the tailgate is almost at my chin level. Be nice to have like a bar stool. Might just have to order me one. Because I'm really liking operating off the tailgate. Gives a lot of options as far as antennas. I can use the truck or not. I'd love to go up to 20 meters, but I really don't have enough time to. I've got to pack up. 6 minutes here. Alright. Holy cow. Just about got hit by an acorn. I wonder if you can see that on the video. I think it landed, bounced off the tailgate right in front of you. That scared me. I'm under a water oak tree here. Alright, 3 minutes left and I gotta call it. Those last two calls, by the way, were N3DC and WE9EE. Not sure if it helps for me to read off what they were, but try it anyway. Seems like 30 meters has dried up a little bit. Alright, one more minute. Come on, let's get one more contact in the log. Okay, this next one's my last CQ, so let's see if I get one. Nope. Okay. Right, so that is that. So that's 27 in the log today. So there you go. That's what my logbook looks like. If you ever wonder how I log on paper, now I'm doing it basically where it is time, call. And I've been writing state sometimes. I don't always write the state. Today I did. But time and call, this is basically the format for fast log entry, FLE, which when I write on paper for logging, I like to use fast log entry to create my log files. So, you know, putting it in the same format makes it easy to data enter quickly without having to scan around to different spots on the page. Alright, well, good activation. The Alex loop never disappoints. Always gets the job done, and gosh is it easy to set up. So let's go ahead and pack up this gear. I don't normally show this part, but hey, why not? Let me move this camera real quick. Alright, that angle might be a little weird, but I'm not really worried about showing my face here. I'm just worried about showing what I'm doing. So put the radio up first. Seals are closed. Now, put my screen protector on it. Love the screen protector. Good eBay find. Alright, my headphones go down in there. Charger goes on the other side. I pack this stuff religiously the same way every time. I like to know where everything is. I also have one of these with me all the time. Always carry a spare key, because a key is something that I have had mess up on me during an activation before. So that's just a little, one of those little touch paddles. A friend of mine built it. Alright, this key goes in here, like so. And I put the wire for it right here. This goes in there. And that is how I pack my 705. Goodness gracious, another acorn falling. I swear I'm gonna get knocked out here by an acorn. Okay, all this stuff goes in my backpack, and this is the random wire. Sorry, hang on just a second. Alright, sorry about that. So this is the random wire for when I want to use my mast here. Always keep that in there too. Alright, let's take this Alex loop apart. First thing, gonna unscrew the coax for the loop part. Okay. That there. This one here. Put these little rubber caps over the connector so it doesn't scratch anything. Okay. Now let's coil up the feed line. Good. Pull this strap down kind of nice and tight over it. And this part goes here. Okay. Now let's break down the old tripod. And that goes right in here beside this. Like that. This lays here. Beautiful. That's how everything goes in that part. Now we just gotta wind up this coax. I do it until the two ends meet again here. One of these Velcro straps on this side, like so. One on this side. This one through there. Alright, and that's the big part of the loop. I'll flatten it out this way just a little bit. And it goes down in the back part of the backpack. And that's it, other than the iPad, which I'm using to record. Alright, so thank you for joining for this Parks on the Air activation this morning. Hope it was useful to you, or entertaining, or whatever you get out of it. I'm glad that you chose to join me. So I'll say 73 right here from W4ARB here in Tuskegee National Forest. See you in the next video.